my transmitter, the Ansman, and this is the FlySky transmitter, both virtually identical, and another FlySky, slightly different colour. That's mine there with the twisty dial. The other one didn't have it, and it's not a different one. That's the receiver. I believe this receiver is cheaper than this one, even though they're identical, and they're all made in damn China. My battery did have 8 AA's. I'm now running LiPo, and I recommend that. Anyway, we'll come back to that. So I thought crack into the Hobby Hop website, where I ordered the speed controller. Very happy with their product and service. So let's have a look what we get with this one. So you get the receiver, you get a battery, you get a cable of some kind. What's a cable? Is it a power cable? Not sure what it is. Oh, that's the grip. It's a thicker grip. Let's have a quick see what that cable is. Oh, that's a charging cable for the battery. I'm not sure. So have a look at the size of the battery. So it's an 800 milliamp. It's a 3.7 volt. Tiny, isn't it? So I thought so. It's a LiPo. Thought it was a one cell. So you get all that. It's a 2.4 gigahertz, and you get the battery as well. And what sort of price? Okay, here we go. We're going for $49.90. So let's just check. Let's work that out. $49.90. I'm just gonna. That's 32. That'd be £32 and 25 pennies. So I was just showing you that hasn't got the twisty dial, but it has got this one. So maybe this one's better, because sometimes it's a bit. You never know. You get used to these things. So well, there's the USB connection. Oh, that's nice. It's sort of on the outside. You got a nice foam wheel, right? And there's your trim. Got some trim controls, and then you've got your 3rd channel button, so you can power your lights. Okay, moving on. This is one of my favourite websites, AliExpress.com. I buy a lot of stuff here. Brilliant, really good, excellent. So here we go. Look, there's one there. It's including the receiver. So you've got 45. I'll just quickly run through these very quickly. There's one there. Does that have the receiver? I have to look. Yeah, maybe. Yep, 43. This is all free shipping. Remember, Hobby Hop will have a shipping cost on there, so it could be around about 40. So maybe that is the better deal. It's the same controller as mine, no doubt about that. Just the switches are in a different layout. They're all made in the same bloody place. So I'm just going to sort of have a quick search down. Sometimes they put the cheaper ones at the front, and then they become more and more expensive. But if you've got the time, go through it all. There's one there, but it has no receiver. They've got 3750. But then you can look at you should look at the ratings, and you can see what the feedback is as well about them. But there you go. Look at that. You got a receiver there. Just a spare receiver. Okay, you got a bit of postage, but I've seen them cheaper actually. So there's a battery there. You can LiPo. That's 11 volt one. That's what mine runs. Mine's running an 11 volt. 8 AA's. Ridiculous. There's one there, but he's got. Yeah, you got to look for the postage. If you get the postage, you need to find it for free. There's a lot of them for free. Anyway, that gives you an idea, but don't want to go on too long. Let's move on. Let's go to let's go to eBay. So eBay, I like eBay actually. For buying, it's perfect. Even though it's but anyway. There's one here. This has got some free shipping. I should imagine the suppliers are probably all from China as well, most of them. So that looks like it has everything. That's a pretty good deal, isn't it? $38 with free shipping, and you get everything with it. The battery, cable, loading. It's the same as the other one, but it's a GT2. I think that's the that's just 2-channel, because the other one's a 3, isn't it? Yeah. So, well, let's have a look. Open. There we go. So 30. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's a newer design. I know the model of this one, but it actually is a 3-channel. It says 3-channel. So if you're not into the fancy dials, which really you don't need to, but that's pretty all open. Looks. I'll tell you what, it looks like the phaser out of Star Trek. Well, if it stops working, you know what you could take to a fancy dress party. There you got the receiver there for $9 delivery. There's another one there. If you like the one with the dial. But that's the same one. That is quite a good deal. I kind of like that one. But then I like the dial as well, because you can have different. With the one I have, I'm going to show you actually. I'm going to show you mine, so you get a good eye. I'll just give you a quick overview, okay? And I'll stop this jibber jabbing. So we've got my receiver. Oh, just forgot something. I nearly forgot. My Italian cappuccino with chocolate topping. Cheers. That's better. Okay, on to business. Yeah. So let's have a nice look at this control of mine, the transmitter of mine. First thing, we just get this out of the way. This is something I just made. It's just a little rubber band. It's just to stop it catching, because it's only on a plastic hinge, and you have to have your motorcycle, even though it sounds good. And hang on, this bike is pissing me off. Okay, he's gone. I don't mind him revving, but he was revving it like an idiot. Just woo, 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 woo. And he does it every goddamn day. I don't know why. I don't know who taught him that. Just let the thing run, or just... yeah. Anyway, I'm not having a go at bikers, because I am a biker, but you don't sit there, drive down the road and just sit there at the junction just going woo, 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 woo. I've never... anyway. Sorry about that. Distraction. And anyway, so I was talking about this, and yeah, because this antenna can actually turn around both ways. So you can fold it that way around. And, actually some antennas don't even have. So we'll leave it down, because it's going to be annoying with that flapping around. And I'll smack the camera as well. So we get a bind, it's separate bind button there, back end. Got the twisty dial here. The other one we were looking at had the dial up here. This would have been up here, I'm sure of it. It's, yeah, does the job. It pushes as well to accept. There you go. You see that? I want to hear quality. Top, well, not quality. I think they're replaceable if you want to, but the foam comes off, so you can replace that. To wash it, it's sweaty fingers. Sometimes it does move in like that when you get very excited, and then it sticks and you think, what the... Just a little tip there, you just put it back, very easy. It doesn't happen often, but when it does. I have to move this actually. Then you've got these trims here, which are fantastic for, while just a quick trim. I mean, if you want to trim up, it's only the steering and trim. I've actually never really used the trim going forward and back, but the trim for the steering sometimes, and it's nice to have it right under, well, yeah, fingertips. And underneath you've got the trigger. that's how much play you have. And then I put a little bit of heat shrink on the forward, just so that the finger doesn't slip, because it's a shiny plastic. On that one it doesn't matter because it's quite a wide throttle there. Then you got some more trims, steering, whatever. I've not used those. And then you've got the third. This is the third channel, and I use that on my Night Bullet as the lights. So while driving, you can just. It's in a good place. I think it is. You get used to it. Nice big on-off button. You got the. If you wanted, you can load power, charge it up while it's in here. But that would have been with the other batteries. I'm going to get onto that, and that's something for plugging into the PC. And this is Ansman, so it's the German. I believe it's the German make or mark. Chinese transmitter. So we just turn it on. Get it. So you got 10 settings. You got 3 characters, and well, we'll say 10 settings. You can choose 10 types of RC vehicles, or you can even have it like I've got the V8, but I've got it. Come back there. And I've got two versions, and one has got a well, you just play with the 2 versions, so I can, whatever mood I fancy, I can just switch between. Very cool, because I only got 3 RCs, but this takes up to 10, and you've got 3 characters, which I think is fine. I think it's fine with, well, TRX, that's my Traxxas. So to select, you just push the button there. There's the numbers, so it starts from 1. Well, 0 would be 10. So that would be my Night Bullet. See, I've got a setting for slow, because all the responses. R46 is another one I've got. That's an empty one. That's my Traxxas. There's my Vorsa. That's when I'm programming. The speed controller, calibrating. Got everything set to 0, and the trim. And that's some more empty ones. I think that's another program I'm running. So you can select the. We select the V8 maybe. You select the V8. So you select that, and then you can change the name here. And then you've got the reverse. So if you push the button there, it would change the channel. So you can use this to change the channel. You see that? And if you wanted to change the reverse, you just press this button here, and then now you can change it. But if you don't press accept, it would just keep it. It would just keep everything the way it was. See? And then you've got the. This would be for the steering and for how much. So this is cool on, say, we've got the steering, because I like to have because sometimes you don't want to force the steering too much, and it puts stress on the servo, and so you can just change it here. So I've just got that changed there. So let's change it. 92. Let's just do it 100. 100. Once you've chosen, that's it. So you can just check to make sure. And we just do it. Boom. You see the arrow changing there, and it will do it. It would do it the same for the channel. You do channel 2 as well, but you don't need to do it if you've got the lights. So then you use the trigger. Use the trigger here. So I've got backwards is 100% and forward. Tops up to 110. Then you've got the ABS, all bullshit mode. it does work actually. If you got, it only works on channel 2, obviously, and so you can have it a bit off, you can have it slow, you can have it normal, you can have it fast. But if you run it fast, actually, I have actually tried it in the snow, and you can actually see it working. You can see it locking, unlocking, it's just very clever. Works on the motor. I have no idea why that's minus 76. Don't know. why I've got that at minus 76. Oh, I know why. Because of the juddering I have on the motor on the V8. If you pull it very slowly, you get that to begin with, because the magnets in the 1/8 size motor has a little bit more, well, has quite a lot more resistance to that of a 110 motor. I'm sure you guys will know what I'm talking about. And so that's probably why I've got it like that. Oh, I don't want ABS. I like to have full control over my vehicles. Then you've got the dual rate. I've just got that set. And then you've got the trim. And well, that's just on 0, because that's the interesting to see if I've got the, there we go, I've got the trim set up a little bit on the, yeah, on the V8. So I'll probably need to play around with the mechanical parts on the car and bring this. I like to bring the steering more, and then I adjust here the least as possible. So that's the top end. I go to the arse end here. Tell you what I had in there before when I bought it was 8 AA batteries, and this lasted for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Crap. So I've got the LiPo. It takes 11 volt. I don't know. I think they're down to 4 AA's now, most of the controllers. So okay, that's it.